Hey there, my little fellers. Today, I did tell you during the one and Kraken versus that I will get the Benchmade 51 clone in about a week. Probably a little over that, but I received it, and I got the blue and yellow kind of thing, kind of like the blue limited edition or whatever you call it. Those ones that are like only 1,000 in the world with silver liners. The cloning had it yellowish. I don't care. No, that's fine. The thing is that's weird is that I didn't order the blue and yellow one. I ordered, I think, the black and blue one. I don't know the most on what color to get. But once I got it, I thought, I waited around 2 months for this motherfucking thing, and I'm not going to return it just so I can wait almost twice the amount of time just so I can get the right color. And I did promise you guys about a week. And here it is. It's enough for me to review it, and just a little color isn't going to really interrupt that. So let's start off with what it has. I do not have the type of seals or titanium that it goes on. All I know is that it goes on steel, probably something, maybe probably steel, maybe titanium. I have no fucking clue. I am very, very clueless when it comes to buying things online, and I don't look really much into them, so. And this has G10, and honestly, let me get two comparisons for ya. These two, this is probably the worst type of G10. It gives a lot of grip. That's because of how gritty it is. It's very gritty. And this one's comfortable G10, but it's not very grippy. And this has lasted out for like almost a year, man. Like this thing is still great. That's it. I'd say the best beginner battle song next to the Nabali. I've tried it once, and I'd say I like it a little more. Probably won't be as durable, but who knows? Like compared to those two, like this is so much. I feel like a lot better. It feels actually rubbery when you like. Don't mind, my hands are really dry. That's because I went through swimming, and chlorine just dried the shit out of me, and I didn't take a shower. I'm gonna do that right after filming this video. So it's really nice, rubbery, and really rough. It's just good G10. There's nothing wrong with it. But with the latch and clip, it weighs around 3.5 ounces, or yeah, ounces. Okay, I was wondering if I measured it in the right, but yeah, 3.5 ounces, and that's around where a regular 51 is. I think 3.3 ounces. I've never flipped a regular 51. I'm going to imagine it's like this for reasons. This runs on bushings, and they are not good bushings. The quality control from the AliExpress is dog shit. I can't even deny that. There's sometimes they're great, but sometimes, usually they're shit. You can hear the tap. I don't care for that reasons. I mean, I kind of want it as close to a regular 51 as possible. So it not really having the best bushings and undersized, and well, it's not undersized, it's just not bushings, and it still gets tap. I can crank it down as much, and it has free swing. But I decided to keep it with tap and all that, and I'm out of play. Fucking hell. Fuck. It's not even tightened all the way. I flipped it quite a bit. I did not tighten it. Holy crap. Oh. I am one lazy asshole. There we go. Oh, the safe handle really needed that. Oh, you can almost hear the difference. Much less tap. And let's see. Play. Quite a bit less play. Not much more, but I mean not much less. But so with the latch, it's obviously can close. It's spring latch, so if you push it down. But the thing is, I feel like that's really special about this one is the open position. It does like a regular 51, has the same mechanism. So say if you had the live blade, I don't, because my parents don't fucking allow me to get those knives. I'm only 15, I'm not gonna get these. So maybe later in my life when I'm old enough, but if you want to cut something, it won't like, the latch won't pop off, and so it's solid. You can hear a slight rattle. DJI Alice Power had a similar thing where there was a rattle. I don't know, I like opened it up and I flipped it like latchless, and after that, didn't really get a rattle after that. I modded it quite a bit. Not modded it, but I fidgeted with the hardware quite a bit, and it's good. But if you want to get rid of it, just squeeze it, and just, it's simple as that. And I think that's a great thing, and it's really close to a regular 51. How that works, I mean, let me center myself a little bit more. Flipping wise, it's exactly what you would expect. One handle is much heavier than the other. I do not mind these type of things, except for this Benchmade, the Marcolo one. That is just straight up. It's so big. A big steel thing that's this long on it with a big latch, big steel screw latch. It was terrible. This is nice, light. This is small, light. It verily affects, like, you can flip this on this hand too if you want to, and it would. I'm going to make a separate review with the latch and clip off. I really just want to keep it just stock. And what I am excited, and I feel like something that no one really asked, is if it is compatible with other 51 mods. I know the 51 market, it is not so good right now. It is pretty bad for the 51, and I feel bad, because that's the only thing that made this thing attractive. Well, one of the only things, other than, you know, it's fucking aesthetic. Holy crap, this looks amazing. Maybe not the trainer blades so much, but you can get something out of it. I don't know. I do not recommend, really, that Zenith, like, clone, trainer clone. Well, unless you like those ones. I personally don't. I got this one for, like, 59 bucks. It's, for 60 bucks, I'd say it's okay. There's better things out there. There's much better things out there. Like a Nautilus clone, or Boker Plus, or Squiddy. Okay, Squiddy can be debatable in actually flipping performance. So, you can get a Kraken clone. You can get the one original, like I said. But also maybe not. I'm going to check the durability over like 6 months. Again, I'll also do an update video on that, on how that is. What else? Okay. Yeah, just get a Kraken, get the Falcon, get the Alien, get the one original, get the Nautilus clone. From Bally Plus, not from the one, because that is really blade heavy. See, this is more for a novelty if you just want what's the closest to an actual 51. This is really, I would assume this is really close to an actual 51. But I don't know. And there's other things on AliExpress, like a Flightanium 51. I'm probably not going to get that because I really don't want to waste more of my money on these things. Not battle songs in general, but I just really don't want potentially just a meh flipper for that price. This is an okay flipper. I enjoy it, and I'm going to be flipping it for quite a while. And also, it's not fucking beaten to death, so I'm gonna make this beaten to death while these lay in the corner and cry. This is still a phenomenal flipper. It's a better flipper than anything I have right now. It's a little too blocky for me. Very blocky. This is very blade heavy. Not very blade heavy, but pretty blade heavy. It'll be even more, it's more blade heavy if you remove the clip and latch. It'll be very blade heavy. But sometimes with this, if you flip it on the safe handle, it'll be kind of neutral in a way, because the clip and latch are just so heavy together that it kind of matches up. Hardware is almost the same as a regular 51. It's just like a 51. It's like a 51. And it honestly flips lighter than a Squiddy, because the Squiddy, I don't know, something about a Squiddy doesn't feel, I don't know. I prefer this over a Squiddy, personally. That's because a Squiddy is more toyish. I do feel like a Squiddy probably will be better for you for the money, and yeah, but I also feel like this isn't bad. You're not, honestly, I don't blame you if you buy this, because the regular 51 isn't really worth the money. This probably is, if it's anywhere close to it. And the potential of bushings, of there being good bushings, means you might get something out of with no tap right away. I have it, but it's not even that bad tap because the handles are pretty close together. So, another thing. Again, if it's compatible with any of the mods that are out, I want someone, please, one of the viewers of my video that has that is getting a clone, or like I inspired to get a clone, or they already have a clone and they've tried it, please tell me if it works. If it does work, I might just, I'll cry of happiness. That'll be great. That will kind of put the Benchmade out of commission. Obviously, buy the regular things, but it's kind of hard not to in this situation. This is just a really good for the price battle song compared to the regular 51. And yeah, just making it able to do mods would completely give no reason to get a regular 51 other than stock performance. Stock performance, of course, the regular 51 is going to be better. Unless you care for playing tab, for potential for bushings. But, wow, what was I gonna say? Well, if I have nothing else to say, it would leave it with no worth. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. The big market of Benchmade would honestly make it not a big deal if you buy this, because it's like, it's so expensive, you buy it on your own. It's not really going to affect Benchmade that much. They make so much money compared to other knife makers, which is why I say, like, getting a Kraken clone is a much bigger deal than buying the, 1 minute. Getting a Kraken clone is going to, like, affect the market of Squid Industries a lot more, and you just won't be buying the original product. This also flips better than this, personally. But this just flips more fun. This is more fun to flip, I feel. But I keep losing track of myself. This is not that big of a deal to buy. If you buy it, no one should judge you. The market for Benchmade is just too big and is fairly stupid. And honestly, if you buy it, I won't blame you, because you're saving a lot of goddamn money for probably something that's just slightly worse. And if it's potential with mods, then again, that just makes it no reason to buy a 51 unless you were doing it for a specifically EDC thing. By the way, to the people who say that it's not good for EDC, grow up. Just because it's not good at flipping doesn't mean it sucks at everything else. It's a good knife. I know it's good. We all know it's good. Stop acting like it's not good just because it sucks at flipping. That same thing can go with, like, say, the 80 Benchmade 87. That shit is overpriced. And the 87 is discontinued now for the 85. I don't like the 85 look as much as the 87, so get that shit. Unless it's not as good. Again, I've never tried. I know it runs on bearings like the regular. Then there's the 62 Flightanium. Then there's the 51 Flightanium. But again, I'm not buying those. You can get those all you want. Then there's the 42 clones. Get those. They run on bushings. Their durability sucks, asshole. But it's more worth the money because it's just, you won't have the novelty of owning a 42, because let's be honest, people would rather own a 42 than a 42 clone. Because if it's like, oh, it's a better flipper, bitch, do you have any idea what a 42 means to any battle song enthusiast? Even those that flip for only flipping would understand that owning a 42 is much more worth owning a clone if they have the money for it. If they have like $500 to spend on something and they have to blow it all away for a 42 or partially for a 42 clone, they probably might go for a regular 42. And that's because the regular 42 it's classic, it's rare, you can resell it for a lot more. It's a novelty. It's just, and it's still good at flipping. It doesn't suck at flipping at all. I mean, there's upgrades, obviously, for a better price than a 42, and everyone knows that. Nothing can last forever, but it's like the Rome, Greece kind of part of battle songs. Then it would upgrade to the Renaissance era with the Alpha Beast. Then it goes to the overrated area with the Crackerack and the boring-ass bit. The boring-ass bitch. Then there's the Blade Heavy Marin Light, and then there's the honestly better Marin, in my opinion. I'm not gonna probably get a regular 51. I've only flipped, like, the ones that I literally just mentioned, like, once or twice. Or never. But I think this is just really good for the price. I recommend it if you want a 51 clone. If you want a flipper, stay away. I will make an updated video on this without the latch and the clip maybe still with the clip, because this motherfucker is kind of hard to take off slightly. And it's beautiful. Honestly, this stuff is beautiful. Quality control sucks because that's AliExpress. I'm just adding on to what I've already said. It's basically a conclusion to this video, and I will tell you guys that I'm happy that you guys watched, and subscribe, like, do whatever. I don't give a crap. See you, fellas.